Have you seen 01? I heard that BNK and Hua Tuo are both 01. This is the most mysterious and least known existence in the Chinese medicine festival. Nowadays, Chinese medicine practitioners don't know medicine, including those who graduated from universities. Those are just failures of Chinese medicine. If you don't even know yourself, how can you treat people's diseases? Do you think it's right? Mr. G is the inheritor of the intangible cultural heritage of Ning'ai, Zhejiang Province. He is a respectable person. I will mention later that he can't even cure his own cold. Ha 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 ha, really, I'm not lying to you. I saw a ghost, it's so funny. The copper bell in his hand was originally named Hu Chang. But it's not that anyone who takes it can be called supernatural. Because this thing represents the symbol of medical treatment. Sheng Sheng Mi is a Sheng, what is the king of medicine? Yes, so you can't shake it. Can shake randomly. There are rules. When he was a master, he could put down his bra. He walked in a low-key manner. But generally, people like me just do this and don't shake. That is to say, I am just trying to make a living. If you shake like this, it's a big deal. If you shake so arrogantly, you must have a very high level of kung fu. There are very few people who can lift it up like this. Many people come to trouble you, just wandering around. Ah, go away, ha ha ha, this is made for him, he goes away, ha ha ha. So explaining this character is undoubtedly a huge challenge. This video is more than 4 minutes in total. I hope to bring you more unknown secrets. So what is the difference between our Lin Yi and ordinary Chinese medicine? In fact, 01 is part of Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine 01 is relatively simple. It is simple to treat by using the defecation method. It is best to use a single prescription. It is not convenient for me to use props that can be hung to the entrance of the method to be effective. So why did 01 disappear? It was just after liberation. Those zeros and ones gathered together to set up a joint clinic. For example, if you know gynecology and tooth extraction, why do you put them together to make it pleasant, that is, to move forward with a little? Don't go out and just get off the boat slowly. There are many areas where you are sometimes disobedient. I don't listen to you. Why do I go out and stay? Because he doesn't have occupational loss disorder. It will be troublesome if you catch him. In addition, sometimes it is to crack down on illegal excellence. So, let me answer the phone. There is a saying in Lin Yi that Chinese medicine has no qi and no medicine. It is all medicine, including the urine of the child. I am here now. There is still the soaked boy's urine. The one in here is called dried hibiscus. Dried hibiscus is right. The ash at the bottom of the pot is also called Baikou mulberry. Baikou mulberry is usually cold urine. It is called Huolangtan. Huolangtan is right. The earth is called Ziulongpen. Ziulongpen. The feces that fan the hair is called Wayueshan. The feces of the bat is called. Yamingshan asked Li Shichuan to write that. Compendium of Materia Medica. Compendium of Materia Medica. I was very determined to write another book called Benko Genbu. I can make up for what they didn't have. Because they are all Lin Yi disciples. They are both Lin Yi disciples. Li Shichuan is also Lin Yi. Li Shichuan's father and grandfather Dufus. Oh, you deliberately opened that. There is a movie like this. But now our Mr. G has done something that violates all zeros and ones. Including his master, he was stopped by Sanfan several times. He compiled his supernatural experiences into a book. It was published with the preface by Xiao Luwei, the president of Zhejiang Provincial Chinese Medicine Association. Since then, this culture passed down from BNK to Hua Tuo has really no secrets. There were no pharmacies before the Northern Song dynasty. All were from Lin Yi. Before the Northern Song dynasty, you followed your master and the master went out with the Lin Yi to visit the alleys. At that time in the Northern Song dynasty, some courts doing business thought that medicine would be profitable. They bought the medicine. Invite Lin Yi. Organize the medicine. It was called drunken chrysanthemum, drinking wine, and stomachache. Oh, from that time on, they separated. Invite the good reason to the court. He will be a pottery official. Those you invited and those you didn't invite are also Monday. After 100 or 200 years, they separated. 2 schools. After he became a traveling doctor, you saw the Qing dynasty. He generally looked down on traveling doctors. No matter how young you are, you will think you are a liar. You don't know your previous life, and you don't know it either. Really, I have sorted out many Buddhas in our 01. Really, many Buddhas. If you only have experience, this is true. Now you can't say that it is useless in CAO. You also know those. And the president commented on this book at the end. This kind of work that integrates history, reality, legends, and experience will definitely promote the development of traditional Chinese medicine. So I call him a respected person. It has allowed the spiritual doctor who has been regarded as a minor path for thousands of years to truly enter the elegant hall. And this ancient Chinese mysterious visiting spiritual doctor finally appeared in front of people with a copper bell in his hand and staggered. Seriously, among the common people he is one of the few families of magic soldiers in Zhejiang. My father has lived here for more than 70 years. It has been more than 70 years. Guo Liuying graduated from Zhejiang University and entered the University of Traditional Chinese Medicine at the age of 39. Just looking at the books on one wall, I thought they were his collection at first. I didn't expect that they were all written by him. They were all about kidney disease. Certificates, and so they were all published by national publishers. They were all published by Xinhua bookstores across the country. No wonder he put up a whole wall, because they are all the fruits of his old life. The first one is called Kidney Disease, Renal Failure, and Gout. This book is even available abroad. What year is it in the United States? The earliest one seems to be in 2002. It has been more than 20 years now. Now let us go and see the road to fame of this top student in the 1970s. Single Pure Zhejiang K imitation version, 1973, Zhejiang University, right. I am now over 70 years old. I can say that in my whole life, from the time when I was an electric engineer, to now, I have been practicing medicine for more than 30 years, nearly 40 years. At that time, my father was extremely happy, he was really extremely happy, I can only say that there are really many people, you said 100,000 or 200,000, that is for sure. Maybe I am a little proud. I really can't be modest and say that the level of this treatment may not be worse than any treatment for kidney disease. How can I say it? Well, it is left to the patient. He said that he really looked at so many places and didn't see the good side. Later, he didn't know where to ask and came to see us after getting married. The original doctor told him that you should not think about this in your life. Can you get married? It's all for no reason. It's incredible that you get married and have children. But he made it happen. He came to me with his son in his arms. He could write a real letter. Our family is complete. Every year, he always comes to me. Come, Dong I. It's really not very energetic. It's a science. It's not the kind of science that people say. It's not a real subject. Who is the person who has the greatest influence on you in Chinese medicine? The one who impressed me the most is my father. Why do you say that? Because I'm a person who is very picky. I read my father's prescriptions one by one, and gave them to him one by one. I checked and verified them. So I feel that in my life, to be honest, the person I admire is really someone I admire. My boss. Of course, when I was studying at the University of Traditional Chinese Medicine, these teachers were also very good. Yeah, they were also very good. So after I got the photo of Renpin, he hung my paper mask on the wall. At that time, I refused to hang it. Why couldn't I hang it with my dad? But my dad wanted to hang it up. Now I think about it. My dad's idea was very natural and reasonable. Because he saw me. Someone in my family passed it on. Someone later, did you satisfy the old man and have any regrets? I don't seem to have any regrets. No regrets. No regrets. Teacher Guo, do you have any other wishes? If it's just for me personally, I really hope that my family has a boat. Boat people have boats. Boats have boats. I am my son. If there is no boat, my grandson can also do it. Thank you, Teacher Guo.
3 of them are in the late stage. They say that it is all because of their old age. This does not mean that I am good at seeing patients after a certain age. You believe more. We have accumulated more experience. The 64th issue of Looking for 100 Old Gentlemen in Retirement. Today, I came to Jinan, Shandong and found 68-year-old teacher Ma Shenming. It is said that he retired from a regular unit. He is a familiar gentleman here. But his room is not big. It is a bit crowded to sit with his apprentices. My grandfather graduated from Beijing Northern Traditional Chinese Medicine School. He was cultivated and loved by Mr. Shi Jimahong. After the anti-Japanese war, he was influenced by inheritance. Teacher Ma sympathizes with the people. He never opens a big house to make money. He even teaches every apprentice to do the same. I told these apprentices of mine that the house cannot be changed. It cannot be changed to be generous. I may offend. This profit method is commission salary. The bigger my house is, the bigger my income will be. Many pursuers of justice. He forgot the original princess's thinking. Hearing this, I sighed. My colleague set up such a book. How can it not make people feel tired? On the contrary, laymen can understand it better. He also invited Mr. Ma to give a speech. He invited me to talk about Chinese medicine. I am Guo Liang's drama expert. How do we know Chinese medicine today? He said that compared with the dispute of Chinese opera marketed by self-media, the reality is that the hero is judged by the results. Because all so-called inheritance needs to be questioned. Mao Zedong said this. I must. The essence of the sentence is so right. And I think the real value of life lies in being alive. No one wants to be a test subject for academic competitions. Because only what is truly beneficial to the people is the real meaning of this era. This video ends here.
Can you believe it? He should refuse to prescribe expensive herbs to terminal patients. But he was questioned about his medical skills. I don't have pangolins in my place, but I can still cure your disease. There is no distinction between expensive and cheap medicines. Those who can cure diseases are all friends. Hou Zhong was born in a family of 5 generations of traditional Chinese medicine. He has been influenced since he was a child. At the age of 10, he followed his father to immigrate to Zhejiang. He has been practicing medicine for 3 generations. He has created miracles for terminal patients many times. A patient who was sentenced to death with a reprieve by major hospitals in Xinjiang, Wuqinai, and his confidant asked for help from teacher Hou. After several months, he used the strength of traditional Chinese medicine to make the doctors of the first 3 hospitals in a middle school look bad. At that time, there was a patient from Xinjiang who had this ability. This university gave up treatment with him. It means that he has no hope of being saved. He called and said, "Master, I'm coming to talk to you too. I have had it. I will go back to adjust those doctors. You said I can't treat it. I am back alive now. And I am standing in front of you alive." As the inheritor of the 5th generation of traditional Chinese medicine, understanding the medicinal properties of herbs is the key to becoming a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner. The first step for a Chinese medicine practitioner. The key to treating a disease is not only the dialectical openness of the doctor. The more important thing is the medicinal properties of the medicinal materials. The behavior of changing the medicinal properties of the medicinal materials before treating the disease is particularly different. We doctors are afraid that the medicine is fake. Where is this fake? You see, we have a lot of astragalus injections now. This liquid comes from animals. It is refined. That is what our doctors require to be the original medicine. The place of origin. It has not been refined but fumigated with sulfur. It caused me to loosen his original flavor. The original saying is that on the ancient trees in the past. For example, Yang Huangqi. There is a 5-10G effect that is very good. Considering the appearance, use 20G. Use 30G and such a simple requirement to enjoy the original medicine. It is a luxury that most Chinese medicine practitioners cannot reach. And in the end, the view that Chinese medicine is ineffective is still a dirty hat that cannot be pulled off the heads of all Chinese medicine practitioners. He knows that the great revival of Chinese medicine is not only the inheritance of memory, but also the unshakable belief in the 5,000 years of Chinese herbal medicine wisdom.